Oh, Spin Snakeo here with another figure review. This time I've got the Green Lantern Movie Masters Collect and Connect Build-A-Figure Parallax, baby. This guy is huge. Now when I say he's huge, I actually mean this guy is ridiculously massive, and I've had to come well back from my desk. For example, I'm sitting in my usual chair and this is me stretched out as far as I can. My desk ends about here. I now have another table here, and then my camera propped up on some things there to lift it up to the appropriate height. So like I said, when I say this thing is huge, he is massive. I've had this guy a couple of weeks, and I've actually tried to do this video 3-4 times. I've just not been happy with how the videos have come out, and my lighting's been off because I've had to move my cameras around, my lamps around in an attempt to get a decent lighting on it. And I've finally come up with a good concoction, and here we go for our attempt number whatever. Anyway, let's get cracking onto this thing. This figure is weirdly gorgeous. Obviously not with this lovely mug over here. What I mean is the sculpt in this thing is amazing. The amount of detail that has gone into this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I've been quite a big fan of most of the Movie Masters figures. Well, the Green Lantern aliens anyway. The actual humanoid figures I thought were a bit blah. But this thing is just completely blown away. And I'd like to apologise for any rocking that may happen in this video. Like I said, I've had to put it on a separate table, and it's somewhat wobbly, as you can see. Not to mention my cat is sitting beside me, and he loves headbutting things, and will probably headbutt the table for some unknown reason. Anyway, moving on. This is the, like I said, the Collect Connect figure, the Bath figure. You get each piece of these with all of the Green Lantern Movie Master figures. I believe from the second series up. I don't think the first series came with any. I could be mistaken. I honestly do not know, because I got this off of eBay, and I got this as is. I didn't buy it with all the individuals. The eBay is, I believe, Lion716. Lyon 716. That could be Ion. It's either an uppercase I or a lowercase L. I don't know. Great guy. I got this a great deal. It cost me a total of £18.91, then plus postage. Translation is $31 with $40 postage. Postage was a bit much, but he's a big figure and he came from States. Guy's awesome. He's also going to sell me his Morrow and his Buzzed figure, and I can't wait to get them. Just waiting for those extra pennies. Right, anyway, into this figure. Parallax, he doesn't look exactly like he looks from in the movie. In the movie, he is a lot more of a brown colour with some yellow highlights. They've kind of gone for a bit more of a reverse that, where he's a lot more yellow with some brown highlights. And I absolutely love it. You can really see the great yellow energy kind of flowing from this guy. And the skulls and the ribs and the bones and the monstrous faces. It's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. I watched Sean Long's review of this guy, and he actually mentioned that this is actually made by the Four Horsemen sculptors. Sorry, I'm spitting my teeth out today. Yeah, this is actually made by the Four Horsemen sculptors, and they are quite known for their excellent sculpt work, and this is no exception. Apparently, they only worked on this. They didn't do any of the other Movie Masters, which I think's a bit peculiar. But, you know, whatever. Accessories. He comes with basically a construct of Hal Jordan, I guess, or a little greeny, glowy Hal, and a base. And we will go over them quickly. This just pegs into his long arm. And I'm going to zoom in here and try and get this in camera. Now, bear with me. This is really awkward. So, as you can see, this is a little Hal. Quite a nice sculpt, nothing really wow, to be honest. There's no like suit ripples or anything like that. It's just, yeah, it's translucent. You can see through it. It's got a little peg here to go in the hand that's up there. Now the base, I'm actually ashamed to say, in my first review, I didn't notice this, and it's a really nice base. You can see it's got the Sinestro, or the yellow energy symbol there. Like some cracked rock kind of on the actual base of it. And I think it's actually a really, really nice looking base. My only gripe with this base is I wish it was yellow. I think that would have been amazing. Sure, that it's really nice. It has one of these hexagonal pegs, which you could actually put in any one of these holes. And we're going to go over the pieces and then we're going to put it together. Now, I'm going to come to the side of my camera, so I can't see, so bear with me. There is a total of, I think I counted either 11 or 13, I can't remember, pieces, which come with each figure. Now, the base and the torso, and I think the little how, all come with as a single. You don't get a figure with that. That's brought as is. But I believe every other piece comes with a figure. So you've got a total of 1, 2, 3 main legs. And then you've got 4, 5, 6, 7 of these arms. 8 for the lower torso. Then 9 for the upper torso. 10 for the extra arms. And then 11, 12. And if you really want to be technical, his head comes off, which makes 13. And his chest comes off, which is 14. Which I'll go over in a minute. So I'm going to take this apart now, and then we'll go over all the details, and then we'll reassemble it on camera. Okay, so as you can see, we've now got just the upper torso. Got quite a long neck there. And the actual detail on this guy is, like I said, absolutely ridiculous. All these like little skulls and arms and rib cages. Plus the amazing paint job. Just look at that shading in there. They really went to town. And he's got these like little spider leg things on his shoulder here. A bit weird. They're a very soft rubber. Articulation. The neck is anything that's actually articulated. You can rotate it full 360 degrees. And it's on a hinge, so it can go up to there, down to there. Now the face is actually removable. And it's a separate piece. And then you've got this like little weird mouth thing underneath, which also looks quite menacing. The actual face sculpt is just gruesome. Absolutely gruesome. Just pegged in by these 1, 2, 3 pegs here, which go in these holes here. Now I find it a bit fiddly to get on. But apart from that, I don't have any gripes with it. I would love to own like a Hot Toys figure or something and just like rest this on their face. I think it would look wicked. As I said, the chest is removable, but it's very there you go, very, very tight. Just goes on with these 4 pegs here. Also translucent. Some lovely, lovely paint apps in the chest cover. Inside is nothing really. Just hollow cage, a bit of sculpting, but nothing really, no paint or anything. In fact, I think it's a bit weird how there's like this line of unpainted bit. Almost like they left it off when they did it and left that on top. Now Sean Long says you can store your little howl in here, which you can do that. But then this kind of little peg thing sticks out. So I don't think that's a particularly good, because you can't really close it properly. So I don't generally do that. I don't really understand the point of this. There's no real way of actually putting anything in there, but it is very cool that they went to that effort. Now I've just rested that on there. I will sort that out in a minute. Right, I've now attached that. Just want to go over quickly. There is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 holes for the arms and other bits to connect. Now each one of these holes has a little hexagon disc inside, as you can see. Sorry, I can't see my camera, so please bear with me. And these all rotate inside here. I can't do it with my finger, but they rotate with the arms and so forth. And this just goes into that one, but this also pegs into the waist, which is, or the lower abdomen, which is this piece here. Again, a truly amazing sculpt job. And the paint's not really much there. There's a bit of paint apps. Nothing really wow. But the detail, I mean, look at these ribs and skulls, it's gruesome. It's just absolutely, it's like horrifically beautiful. Now you have one peg out which goes into the lower of the upper torso, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs in, which you then peg the legs and the arms in. Speaking of arms, there are 4 of these identical arms. They're all identical. Sorry, I'm straightening them as I bring them out. You can't see all them. There you go. Now, these things are made of a... Just 1 second. Right. Now, these things are made of just a rubber. Not even a really hard rubber. Very soft rubber. Lots of movement in them. And they have quite a thick cable or wire going through them. So you can bend them from here right up to there, which is really great. And you also have a ball joint here which rotates, and then on a disc there, so you get great range of motion there. Now I'm showing you articulation when it's not attached, because when it's attached it's very, very difficult. Now each of these things have this like 3 kind of demony kind of arm on them. Nice little bit of paint apps. They kind of, you may notice the colour goes from like a solid yellow to a translucent to almost like a brown. He then has 3 of these legs. Now these legs are all different. He's got this one which is the most bent, which is a hard plastic and then a hard rubber with a peg joint here. You can rotate that around and hinge it up and down, and then you have a hinge or a disc joint there. No rotation though. Got another little kind of like alien head thing down at the bottom, and this one's weird. It's kind of gone yellow to like faded to stronger yellow instead of brown. So weird. But again, the sculpt, phenomenal. Sorry if this is a long review, guys, but I'm really trying to show you all of the detail of this thing, because I was blown away when I got it. This one's not quite as extended, but virtually the same thing. Another alien head, same joint. And then a bit more of that paint apps. And an amazing, amazing sculpt with another, like I said, alien head. And then the third leg is different. Much bigger. You have, if I get this one I've just done, you can see that the plastic stops there on that one, whereas this one stops here. This is the hard rubber here. You have this kind of like horn thing here, which can kind of pop off a bit, unfortunately. When you rest on it, it likes to kind of lean against that and pop off. Same articulation, rotation there with a hinge. But this one comes with a ball, so you have a rotation and a nice stiff disc there. The balls themselves are sculpted, so just absolutely horrific. I'm saying horrific, but I mean it in a good sense. Or if I say gorgeous, I mean it in like a... you get me. Just truly, truly amazing piece. And then finally, he has this much larger arm. Show you the difference there. You can see this one. It's quite considerably smaller. A lot skinnier as well. Now this one, you have a ball here, rotation, a ratchety there. Now this is a hard plastic, and this is rubber. This doesn't move from this part, it's just where the rubber is attached, but you have a wire going through to here. So you can do that. And there is a peg hole for Hal's little peg. But again, the sculpt on this thing is phenomenal. Big old mouth there. And this one's got a much more, it's like a skull face. Just amazing. Okay, let's try assembling on camera. Not going to use the base. I've got to stand to the side, so bear with me. So, we'll grab the legs, zoom out, as best we can zoom. Here we go. So I put this one in here. I can't actually find any formal instructions, so I just put them in however I see fit, really. If someone wants to correct me on this, by all means. 3 hard ones I put at the bottom so it can support his own weight, if you angle it right. Then need to attach the upper torso onto there and bring him back a bit. The skinny arms, there's 2 pockets at the, holes at the back here. One there, one there, and the last one of these little holes is down the bottom there. And then the big one in there. Now I'm trying to get him. There we go. He's somewhat one-sided, isn't he? There you go. He looks like he's drunk. Anyway, there we have Parallax assembled. Now, let's do a few size comparisons. Okay, so from my eye, he stands, looks like just under 14 inches tall. That's pretty straight. Probably lift his head up a bit more. A few better size comparisons. I dug these guys out. There's Hal and Sinestro. Abin Sur. Green Man. Kilowog. Rock Top Flower, I think it is. Gallius Z. Tomar Ray. Tomar Ray hates standing up by his own accord. Isamak Cole. And I've forgotten. You know, that could Long Koi Foi. I can't remember. And then my custom one, if you wanted to put that in there as well. Oops, sorry. So as you can see, pretty good in scale. Actually, fundamentally not really, because Parallax was this, in the movie, was massive entity which pretty much covered the entire city, so not really. Even this guy's too big. And he's like tiny. I do have one of these from my helicopter. So that should be more than enough size comparisons. Sorry, I apologise to keep pausing in breath as I'm moving around, trying desperately not to knock the camera. But you know, I think that's pretty good. I think there's a lot. It's just such a great figure. I'm somewhat disappointed that I didn't get him with the other ones, with all these, but I did get them all loose off of eBay. Probably paid more than if I got them individually, got them together. But I can't recommend this guy enough. If you enjoyed that movie at all and you like collecting, get him. Just get him. Such an amazing sculpt. it's just, I'm so happy I've got him, and I'm really happy that my collection is nearly complete. Just Morrow and buzzed, that's all. Let's get these ones out of the way. Right, anyway guys, that's my review. I hope you guys liked it. Please leave any comments below, please subscribe, and I guess I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.